everybody, my name is Julie and I work at the Chatham branch at CKPL. As we can't meet up in person right now, we are bringing our programming to you with our Crafternoons to go. Each month we will feature a new kit you can sign up for, and we'll post a video tutorial so we can all craft together. If you weren't able to get a kit, I will go over all of the supplies so you will know what you need to follow along. The Crafternoon project for June is a simple string art project. In your kit, you're going to find a piece of cork, tiny little nails, a template, and 2 packages of embroidery thread. You will need to get some scissors from home. Let's get started. Okay, to begin, your template doesn't come cut like this, so the first thing to do would be to cut it out. Then we're going to place it onto the cork and center it as best as possible. If you want to get really precise, you can get out a ruler, but I'm just going to eyeball it. So there we go, and each of these black dots is where we're going to place the nail. So we'll start with that now, starting at the top. Place it in the center of the dot and press it down like that. And then you can continue on filling it in, all the dots. All right, I've got all the nails placed around the perimeter of the circle, and now the next step is to get the paper off of the corkboard. So I'm finding that the quickest way to do this is actually to take the nails out, take the paper off, and then put the nails back into the little slots that are left behind. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so I have my nails placed back in, and I'm going to start with the first layer of my string art. I'm going to start with the dark purple on the bottom. So we're going to tie this around the nail at the top. This is probably the trickiest part of the whole project, is getting the embroidery thread tied onto the nail. Okay, so we're going to start at the top here. I'm going to keep my thread all attached, not cut it yet. So we're going to come to the nail directly across and loop it around. And then we're going to go to the nail beside the one that we started on and loop it around that one. And then we're going to come back and loop it around the next one. So it's just going to be an alternating pattern going back and forth, moving one nail over each time. Sometimes it's helpful just to put your finger on top and then spin the cork itself. So you can see a pattern starting to emerge in the center. And you're just going to keep doing this till you finish all of the nails. Okay, so I just kept actually going until I got towards the end of my embroidery thread, because I kind of liked what was going on here in the middle. So next we're going to just push all of the embroidery thread down to the bottom. And then we're going to tie it off on the last little nail. And again, this is kind of fussy, but might almost help with a pair of tweezers that you can reach in and grab. Okay, so I got that tightened there, and I'm going to put a double knot in it. There. And now I'm going to trim the two ends off here. You could even put a little dab of nail polish or glue on the knots just to make sure they don't come undone. There we go. Set those to the side. Next we're going to start with our second layer. And I'm going to try and unravel this one so it doesn't get all knotted. So I'm going to start this one here. Actually, we'll start on this side at the top again. Double knot in. There. Now we're going to count 14 nails over, and that's where we're going to start this the first loop around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we're going to start on this one, loop it around here, and then we're going to move one nail over from the top one, loop it around, and then one nail over. So basically this would be number 15. I'm going to loop it, do number 3, and then 16, and just keep continuing on in that pattern. And again, it might help just to turn your cork and put your thumb on top of the nail so that it doesn't slip off. You're just going to keep continuing on with this pattern, and you can see how it's going to, the circle on the first layer is quite small. This, we're going to have a much larger opening. Okay, so we're just going to continue on with this. Okay, I just wanted to make one note as I'm going along here. You are going to continue doing the exact same thing, moving one over the whole way. So you'll see over here, there is already some string on it, but just ignore that and keep just doing the same pattern, moving over one. So then you'll see it starts to make this really neat pattern in here. Okay, I've completed this whole level, and you can see how this pattern emerges, a nice circle in the center and this intricate design on the outside. So to finish it off, I'm just going to put a knot on the last nail. I'm going to start it knot around it, I think. That was easier last time. And put one more knot in. There we go. So I'm going to push it down. And then snip off the ends. And we're completed. There's our June Crafternoon string art project. Hope you've enjoyed crafting along with us.